What's up, everybody? Welcome to Geeks Around. I am your executive producer, DeAno Jackson. We are, of course, here for the Walking Dead discussion. This is a really good episode, which made up for last week's episode not being really about shit. So very happy to see that. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of the crew. For leading off with our producer and lead host, Matt Moore. What did you think of this week's episode, Matt?
I thought it was pretty good. It did finally actually accomplish something which we haven't seen in the episodes previous to it. And we actually accomplished a lot, which was pretty good.
Definitely.
What's that?
Definitely. No, go on.
Oh, I was going to say, like, we had a lot of paranoia and shit like that, and that was actually kind of sort of getting annoying. But everything else was actually pretty good.
Oh, couldn't agree more. How about you, Todd? What did you think of this one?
Well, I will go back on record that I liked last week, even in retrospect, and this week I fucking loved it.
Okay, that's good to go. Charles, how about you?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot, and I'm going to have to agree with Todd. Last week's episode was also pretty good, but this week's episode was, so much better.
Yeah, amazing how much better episodes can be when, shit actually happens. Isaiah, what did you think of this week's episode?
All right, folks, I'm some real shit now. Okay, I liked it, but it was very annoying as hell. I think it was because of Rick. He just made me, it was annoying to watch the show because he reminded me of Shane. And it got really annoying after that. I do like Aaron. I do like Aaron. And everyone was so shocked to see, like, oh my god, Aaron is that? Like, yes. Am I the only one who reads the comic books? Yes.
You and Todd.
Yeah. I wasn't shocked. I was like...
I wasn't going to say I read them because I don't want to be on any page that Isaiah is on right now.
Yeah, that's usually a bad idea. Last and most certainly not least, Lou Rod, what'd you think of this week's episode?
I really like this one. My wife made an interesting point with last week's episode saying it was an end of a chapter, and now they're starting a new chapter in their lives. So
That's a great point. I was actually going to make that as the whole I got a chance.
That's very true. That's very right.
And Isaiah, if you actually knew anything about human logic, what Rick did was actually normal.
Are you sure?
You can't sit there and put the faith of your kids into a man that you don't know. So what he did was actually normal.
Well, no, it's like
I understand that.
I can understand being a little bit apprehensive,
right?
But it's like Rick was just fucking hostile.
Yeah,
like,
but
the entire time is like just completely and totally hostile.
Yeah, and also when the guy said go Route 16, that's actually more safer. Rick goes, no, we're going Route 23.
That was smart.
Isaiah, that was smart on his part because what if Route 16 was actually a fucking trap?
Oh, right. Compared to all those walkers
compared to what actually happened, it's like, yeah.
That was the best part of the episode.
We're gonna go in this non-trap with all the walkers over here because that's a better plan. It's like we're not gonna go on the route that's clear and everything. No.
Right.
We're gonna take this one with fucking hundreds of walkers just ambling about because I'm Rick. And I'm
here's the thing, though. Here's a real smart thing. Aaron.
I apologize. I'm going to have to side with the Peanut Gallery. I have to side with the Peanut Gallery. The reason being is because of the fact that you have two choices, and Rick didn't know what was going to happen for sure at either. But if he had gone up the one route that he was told to go up, there was in his mind, there was a very decent chance that when he stopped the car, there were going to be snipers and there were going to be fucking people about ready to shoot his ass and eat him.
Yeah, but
that's the only thing I think Rick did wrong, period.
Right.
Not say, or anybody didn't say to Aaron, we literally were just almost eaten by the last people we trusted.
No, talk about Terminus.
Extra cautious. And then Aaron would have been like, oh, okay, I get that. That makes sense.
No, they talked about Terminus a little bit because the Terminus was the hunters. And again, he was listening on them, so he knows what their deal is. So I want to say, because he knows what he told them.
Does he know about that? That's a good point you make. Wow. That's a good point you make there, for once.
It's possible, but unlikely.
It's like, really, how far
it's
back
likely
was
that
he
he's heard
listening in
them.
on?
it's likely that he's heard them talk about Terminus, but it's not like that they had casual conversations with each other. It's like, hey, you know, remember those bitches tried to eat us? You know,
And remember
that dumb fuck that cut off Bob's leg and tried to feed it to us?
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go with DeAno here. They probably aren't talking about exactly.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, that's not conversations that they necessarily want to have. So,
Right.
So Aaron, I think, is probably aware that there is a place called Terminus that they were at.
Right.
Doesn't know the details.
That's a good thing, though. But again, when Aaron was going through all the basics and pretty much everything else he said, I believed him straight up because he was saying what he was saying. And he had proof, too. He brought evidence with him. He brought everything with him. But Rick, he was what you were saying. He is trying to be more protective around his family, which is true. But you got to come to the realization that the paranoia is pretty much taking over you. It's just, you need to pretty much see the logic and reason. And
I don't think it was paranoia. I honestly believe it was just more of the fact, you know what? You say Route 16 is clear, but we go down Route 16 and we end up all dead to be eaten later. So he
almost got killed. He literally almost got killed.
He might have been moderately cautious, but he didn't really have a choice, though. He can't go down the route they're telling you to go down.
Not a choice. It was.
Well, it's like at that point, it's like there's. I mean, I understand that he's very untrusting at this point, but at a certain point, you kind of have to look at the situation and be like, okay, if what they wanted was us dead, we kind of would be. I mean, Aaron himself even brought that up.
Yeah, he said it too.
That did bother me a little bit through the episode. I was thinking.
It's like I've been following you motherfuckers for a while, which you know now. If I wanted to kill you, I had ample opportunity to do
right.
that. Lots of opportunity. I could have killed you motherfuckers when y'all were starving instead of giving you water, because I could have if that's what I wanted.
But they didn't drink the water.
Again, Aaron,
because it was because of their trust issues that they didn't drink the water. But the simple fact of the matter is that you have to figure that even in Rick's shoes, okay, if this person, whoever he's representing, if they wanted us dead, he had ample opportunities to make us very dead. It's like we were weak. It's like we were hungry. All this shit was going on, and he was there. If us being dead was the goal, they would have accomplished it by now.
Right. And also, again, if Aaron was on the bad side, he would have told him, like, go Route 23. It was a great idea, but no. He was very detailed. Like, 16 was already cleared out. He cleared his
I see this as you will never understand rationalization, and you will go down. DeAno could tell you to jump off a building with great explanation that your parachute's going to work. You would do it to come down to realize that the parachute actually doesn't work.
Well, then again, there's DeAno.
They're saying DeAno's a dick.
I don't think that's what he's saying. I don't think that's what he's saying at all. That's what I'm saying.
That's definitely what I took it.
I'm not saying DeAno's a dick. I'm just using you as a reference. Isaiah is too trustworthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's not even a matter of being too trustworthy. It's like there's a little bit that I think that you have to take out on faith. It's like because it seemed like to me, it's like in this episode, everyone else was willing to give this a shot, a fair go, except Rick. Rick was. No.
He was acting like Shane. He was Shane.
Because while watching the episode, it was like Matt was there. Huh? Go ahead.
Here's something else to take into account. His name's Aaron, right? Dude said, we have this road cleared out. This road. He did not say that road is not safe. He said he didn't fucking know one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
He did not say, you know what, there's a fuckload of walkers there. Like, if he had said that, that'd be a different story.
But he said 23 was a dangerous place, though.
No, Rick probably still wouldn't believe him. But it was never stated.
Oh, yeah, it's like, Rick wouldn't have believed shit he said. And it's like, again, it's like, this is something that Aaron actually mentioned during this thing. It's like when he was telling him, it's like, that, well, basically that Eric was out there somewhere. But it's like, no matter what number I give you of how many people is out there, you're not going to fucking believe me. So what's the point?
Again, Aaron was like, I like Aaron a lot because he was very smart. And he knew how to tread lightly on Rick's persona. Like, yeah, you're not going to believe whatsoever. So he was doing his best to persuade the group itself, not just Rick, but the group, They say like, yes, I have a place that's really safe. It's not a
There
camp.
wasn't
It's
much persuading. If you really pay attention, the past 3 weeks, Michonne has been trying to go somewhere, and she's just been fucking annoying lately.
what? She was the voice of reason. She was the voice of reason.
She was no voice of reason. She
So
was just
badass this episode.
We're going and that's it.
No, that's a voice of reason
she
right
needed
there.
to step her-
I can see it.
To know her role and take a back seat.
What?
No way. I was so psyched at that moment when she put her foot down, and I was like, you know, this is now the beginning of the collective mind, as opposed, you know, the end of, as your wife said, the end of the chapter of the dictatorship.
Right.
Be prepared. We're in for a lot of episodes like last week for the rest of this season.
Goody.
I'm
Oh,
guaranteed.
no.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
look
like-
forward to watching my Walking Dead on Sundays for the next 6 weeks, because God, this shit has been boring.
No, because it's like, well, it's like, Matt can tell you.
Deal with it. It's worth
as I was
it.
watching this episode, I was like, yeah, it's like if I was in the group, yeah, I vote Michonne's in charge now.
Yeah, pretty much. Because she said,
Oh,
well,
and you weren't the only one. You weren't the only one. Yeah.
and also she said like the baby as well. Like, hey Rick, think about the baby, because how is she gonna survive without actual food, dude? Like,
Isn't like BBIC a thing? Bad bitch in charge.
Yeah, because it's like again, it's like I'm gonna keep harping on this apprehension. I get, but Rick was flat out just paranoid in this episode, just completely paranoid. And I'm not saying that a lot of it wasn't warranted, you know, based off of what the group has been through and whatnot. But there comes a time, it's like you have to listen even to the people around you. It's like even when the people around him, it's like particularly Michonne, who has okay, in the comic books, Tyrese was kind of Rick's right-hand man.
Oh, don't let us go to Tyrese, please.
Yeah. It's like, but the point is, like in the show, is like that role seems to have been taken pretty much by Daryl, and at this point, Michonne.
right,
Yeah.
So it's like, you listen to your right-hand people.
right, who are pretty much who believe in you, but also got to step in like to cook you in check. Like, dude, calm down. He might be in a up and up. So calm down, son. Calm down.
It's like, I mean, it's like he was even freaking out over the fucking applesauce.
I know. It's
No,
like,
that applesauce was definitely the most logical. I'll agree to a 50-50 on a lot of it, but the applesauce was straight up.
that irritated me the most because like, really,
But applesauce and onions?
Like,
Yeah,
why would you
that's
the
nasty.
same way. You're not gonna. Nope. You gonna eat this applesauce before I even attempt to feed it to my daughter.
Yeah, but again, it's applesauce. Why would you poison applesauce then? That's just,
Isaiah, do you have a kid?
No, I was like, no. On
Okay,
this
then,
one,
so you really don't know.
on this one, I'm on Rick's side. It's like I would have had him taste it first as well. It's like Aaron's reaction to it made sense because, like, I mean, if it were me in that position, I was like, I would honestly be like, you seriously think I fucking kill a baby? Are you shitting me?
right.
But Rick's reaction to it was fair.
I know this
His reaction. The second
What,
part.
what I didn't like about his reaction was I'm going to let you point a gun at my head and possibly shoot me in the head because you know what? I don't like applesauce.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That second part of it was hilarious.
That actually makes sense to me. Like, yeah, I don't like applesauce. Shoot me.
I would have just eaten
Fucking
the
last
applesauce. I mean,
last
I
episode,
don't.
you got someone eating an earthworm and he's all like, "Oh, I don't like applesauce."
Well, no, I
Well,
don't
that's
like
Daryl.
applesauce either. But if somebody put a gun to my head to test it to see if it was poison, yeah, sure, I'd try it.
I
Right.
love applesauce.
I like
Applesauce is
applesauce too.
fucking amazing. Put some cinnamon in that shit.
I love cinnamon
those-
applesauce.
Yeah.
That's the best stuff out there, hell.
Well,
Cinnamon
I honestly
applesauce.
don't know how you can not like applesauce.
Right.
Because I
drink applesauce out of the jar. Like,
I love
Me too.
it.
I will say
Mexican
this, like, I've done it with an entire jar of applesauce just poured
I've
into my
loved
mouth.
Yeah,
applesauce
middle of the night.
as
Sorry,
a child, and I ate it all the time to the point where I got burned down on it. It's the same thing that happened with pickles and bananas. I used to love pickles and bananas, but now I can't stand it because I ate
at the same time.
No, of course not.
Pickles and bananas. Sounds
Why'd you go for phallic objects?
He said pickles and bananas.
I can go for some Mexican coffee.
Shut your mouth, Lou.
Oh God, Whedon, that's funny.
The best part of waking up.
I'm just saying it's stuff that I liked as a kid, but I ate so much of it that I got burned out on it, and I never
Oh,
went
but
back to it.
I get it. It's just the way you said it. It's like I'm imagining a bowl with like sliced up pickles and bananas all in the same
Yeah,
bowl.
like,
That's
wow.
just kind of popping my head. when you said it. And
DeAno,
that looks disgusting to me. And
yeah, that's fucked up. That's
I
fucked
mean,
up.
That's
and
offensive, DeAno.
if
That's
someone holding a gun
absolutely.
to my head, I'm not sure I'd be able to do that. That's just.
Oh God.
I need
Yeah,
it.
How can you say that about
Get
Charles?
the fruits and vegetables in the same damn bowl.
But they're all shaped like what you know. They're all shaped like a D, man. So you say like, wow. So like pickles and bananas at that time.
Where the fuck did the D come into this?
What's happening here?
Hey, pickles
Well,
and
because Todd did mention that both pickles and bananas are somewhat phallic, and Isaiah kind of went with it.
elaborate.
Isaiah kind of agreed.
Because we all know how obsessed Isaiah is with dick.
Yep.
Hey,
He talked about it so much last weekend in chat.
hey, this was the most interesting
By Dick, we
conversation.
mean spotted Dick, the English dessert.
Hey, this is more interesting than all
And
you
he was infatuated with Sir Grundle's dick.
All right, this conversation ends now.
This conversation should have ended 13 inches ago. I mean, minutes ago.
No, it's been 14. 14.
Y'all are killing me. And yes, viewers, there was a conversation for Geeks around to that involved 13 inches or something. It's like I don't pay attention to what these motherfuckers talk about when I'm
Right.
The whole 13 inches started because I got 13 inches of snow. So, yeah.
okay.
I have a question.
That's what you want to
though.
call it, Charlie Sheen.
And of course, because y'all are all sick fucks, y'all then began talking about 13-inch dicks. Because, of course you would.
Because
There's something wrong with you motherfuckers.
I have a question. I have a good question. So, since we was watching this episode, and we saw the other side stories play out, like Abraham and what's her face and everything else. Was it all just padding to the real main course, like them getting to Alexandra and Aaron and exploring his details and characteristics? Because everything else felt like it was padding, like the zombies was like padding, and it just felt like it was just.
You're saying
there-
padding, right?
Yeah, padding. Cause it was just
None of it was padding. That was all the delicious little morsels of the episode.
Okay, but then it adds on to Rick being more. Okay, it's just me saying this because when they got in that situation at Route 23, that was all Rick's fault. So it was kind of like you doing this on purpose to make an action-packed scene here. Because it was, for me, it was on purpose. Then just like it just happened by will. It was just a purpose and planned out storytelling that was easy to tell. I'm just saying because it was like easy, noticeable. But did you guys see that or notice that how Rick's obsession or pretty much Rick's paranoia actually got them in trouble, or is that just me?
Wow, you know what? I'm not really comfortable with this whole making sense thing that you've been doing today. It's highly out of character. I don't know how to react to that because I agree with everything that you said. And so either you're more logical than I give you credit for, or I'm going insane.
Nope. This
And
is
I-
all
and
a
I-
dream.
It's the Matrix.
Now we're awake.
Huh. I seriously don't know how to respond to that. That's just
Interesting.
I can honestly say I didn't hear his questions. I tuned him out.
normally that's kind of what I do, but I accidentally listened, and that all actually made sense. And it's like I agree with you, Isaiah. It's like Rick's paranoia absolutely got the group in trouble. It's like, I mean, it wasn't intentional, and it wasn't something that he could have controlled exactly, except actually listening to Aaron and going on a route that he suggested. But he thought he had a better plan, and it didn't work out that way because I mean it's not like he can just take out a smartphone and look on the Waze app and see, oh, there's an accident here.
Oh, look at all these walkers walking
There's traffic
down the block.
here, and there's 400,000 walkers over here. So yeah, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the street. That wasn't an option that he had presented to him.
Yeah, because
Well, that's just it. Is I think that it wasn't necessarily it's paranoia that got him in trouble. I think he just does not want to accept more people into the group. I think that at this particular point, he does not want to hook up with another group. He doesn't want to add on more people. He doesn't want any of that shit. Which is, in my opinion, it's shown by the fact that he didn't ask Aaron the questions.
Right.
Like,
and
he probably would have never asked
also,
them if Michonne didn't say something.
I think it was just me who just saw this, or just my thinking of it, because when his paranoia got them in trouble, I think that, to me, again, I think that's because of poor writing itself. Because I'm not trying to say that what Rick was going through was not stupid. It made perfect sense, but at the same time, I wish the writers did something more creative with Rick's obsession or something with it, like how you with the phone and Lori. The phone and Lori was good.
Answer this, Isaiah. In the comic, did they have that same type of scenario where he went down a different route and got in trouble?
Well, again, that's really, here comes the hard part, because
it's a yes or no question.
No.
They're both different, so no.
It didn't happen like that precisely.
No.
But there wasn't any trouble that they went down Route 23. Did they run into any trouble?
I believe.
But here's the thing, though. In the comic books, what happens to them actually happens by will or by chance of luck, not because of someone's own action. I mean, yes, it was on someone's own actions, but it was more believable. This one was technically not believable because it was easily avoidable. It was like 100% avoidable as long as he didn't go to Route 23.
But what you do realize that issue was probably written 3 or 4 years back, and this show has only been on air for 5 years. So they're trying to incorporate certain scenarios that you really can't do from paper to the big screen.
I understand.
So you're looking at that particular scene
was only been on for 5 years, because that's not a long time at all.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That scene was awesome if you think
about it. The show about zombies has only been on TV for the past half decade. I mean, it's not like it's a big deal.
I'm pretty sure Isaiah's logic batting average tonight is starting to fail.
No. Because I still got more interesting things.
Of course, I could just be too into my coffee right now. That could be what it is. It's a really good coffee, but
yeah, stop bragging about your Mexican coffee.
No, because here's the thing though. When something happens on like by will, really good, awesome do or die moments by the walkers. Here it was just like this is just laughably funny because they were going through a boatload of walkers without actually crashing. Like, okay, you're splashing all over the place with the walkers' blood, looks like tomato juice.
That was amazing.
It's like when I saw that scene, it for me is like it caused a flashback. It's like y'all remember when Lori back in, I think this was season 2.
Yeah.
Driving along an empty road, there was one walker in the way, and she swore it was a menace to direct the car. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, see, Lori, this is what you're supposed to do. When there's a walker in the middle of the road, you keep fucking going.
And literally, like, right after he said that, because he said that out loud, right after he said that, I'm all like, are you seriously making fun of a dead woman?
Why not?
Maybe.
Yes.
Why not? Look. Her stupidity caused her to crash because she wanted to avoid one walker. Glenn, on the other hand, decided to run. He decided to play. Let's run over the zombie for points.
Yeah, but that was a big risk. But that was a big risk, though. That was a really big risk because
it's not a risk. You put your left hand on the wheel, your right hand on the wheel, and you fucking floor it.
Right. It was a little bit of a risk because it's like, I mean, after a certain point, the windshield was kind of covered with blood, and you know what's really useful when you're driving? Being able to see in front of you. Turns out it's a good thing.
I just have to point out that in the game Dead Rising, you can run over a lot of motherfucking zombies
by the way.
Before you have to get a new car. A lot of fucking zombies.
Yeah. Can I just point out?
You want to know something? This shit brought me back to playing Grand Theft Auto. When you wanted to steal a car to pull out the tank, you just start running over motherfuckers.
But then again, here's another thing. Actually, what I want another question. This is the last question I'm gonna ask. But when someone winds up running over, does their bodies actually explode or just become like a rollover, like a rag doll?
Fucking zombies. They're made of mush. Did you not see how that one Abraham flipped right?
To grab by the arm and pulled it off.
Yeah, like the worst zombie kill in the entire show. It's like that was like a toddler trying to kill a zombie. It's like not making fun of that. It's like it's like knocked off his arm. It's like okay, and that accomplished what exactly? Abraham, Duke Nukem. Yeah, you've been in the zombie apocalypse. No, you have to hit them in the head. The brain. You have to destroy it. Brains aren't in the arm, you idiot.
I didn't. I say this because if it a fire truck, I would understand that. I'd be okay with that. But it was a car, not really built like a tank. They just exploded.
Isaiah, I want you to understand something. That was like a 1970s Cadillac. That shit was built like a tank.
But you know what? All that aside, fuck it. That was literally the best damn scene I've ever seen in my life. I'm sitting here, I'm watching it. I had the surround sound hooked up, and it was like the windshield was right in front of me, and there was everything about that scene was awesome. The red, the shot from above when the car was driving, and it was all red. My girlfriend was freaking out. She was like, I'm like, nothing's gonna happen. This scene
is not driving me anywhere.
It's too fun. This scene is too fun for anything
that was
to
the
happen.
best scene.
Okay, so basically what I understood from that statement is that Todd really, really, really likes his new TV.
Yes, yes, I do. Well, I like my new speakers better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it's like I was watching it on my TV with my surround sound and drinking my Mexican chocolate coffee and smoking a cigar. While I was reading my new book.
Smoking my new e-cigarette.
Well, contemplating which cheap-ass tablets to buy.
Really good books that I just bought on Barnes & Noble or Amazon, or maybe I bought them at any of the other major online retailers.
Oh yeah, and those are great books. Wait a second, it's like bring up Meet the Mosleys again. Yeah, I've personally read that book. That book's awesome.
Did you say it's awful?
No, it's awesome. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but I hear the author's a dick.
Yeah. The author is a fucking asshole who I can't understand how any human being would ever consider him like a nice person, but
yeah,
it's true.
You don't have to appreciate the artist to appreciate the art.
I don't even get paid for promoting the guy. All he does is shove Oreos in my butt.
Like a vending machine.
Yeah, I can tell you.
That's how you paid him for that.
That's for the quarter.
Wow.
But it's like to go back to a point that was made by Lou Rod's wife. This is very much the beginning of a new chapter, and that's why, in a lot of ways, this episode. If this episode was the season finale or a mid-season finale, I'd be okay with it because it was
that would have been a great mid-season finale.
Yeah, completely agree. It would have been a fantastic mid-season finale.
Granted, Beth's death was traumatic and all, but
bullshit.
Leading up to that whole episode, that shit was just fucking boring. And if this would have ended the mid-season or even the season finale, I would have been, okay, now I'm looking forward to coming back next season because this shit ended on a high note.
Yeah,
right.
This ended this chapter. It ended that, and it's the beginning of another one because it's like, particularly like those of you that read the comic books know, we're going to be in Alexandria for a while. It's like
for a long time.
This is really the beginning of an entirely new segment of stories.
Yeah, a better story
for Rick and the rest of the survivors.
And here was what I was thinking of about this, is that the finish of "and they lived happily ever after" does not make for a good drama show. So they're going to be in Alexandria, but some shit's got to go down. They've got to fuck it up somehow.
Oh yeah.
Someone's got to fuck it up somehow.
Yeah, shit happens. Shit happens a lot. Lots of shit.
Yeah, it can't be and then they go inside the compound and they become farmers again
and drink Kool-Aid.
But
and
make homegrown alcohol
around campfires. And
then also, what Michonne said was actually really cool, and also it also points a new chapter and phase, like Blue Rod's wife said. Like when she told Rick, "You have to fight no more. The fight's over." I kind of laughed and kind of chuckled because you know that was a fight. You know that was that. Oh, just wait till you see
never be over in that type of world. That's
Just
the
wait.
problem. Instead of people trying to help each other, they're more like, who could I kill to take their shit?
Right. You're gonna make some real monsters, some real OGs soon. So,
Because I mean, let's be real. We know Eugene can't do shit. So
Basically.
Eugene wouldn't make it on his own. Father Gabriel wouldn't make it on his own.
wish you would have died.
Carl, as a little brat when he was first incorporated, he should have been killed within the second episode.
Yeah, but now Carl's pretty about it.
No.
Carl
The Carl we have now is badass.
Yeah.
You know, they've come together, they've grown. And instead of, I shouldn't trust you or trust you, no. Us as humans should be looking as a way to survive this fucked up society that we're in.
Together.
And I don't really say reproduce, but at least live together and try to establish shit. But no, everybody's in this world. Fuck you! I'm gonna kill you, bitch! I'm gonna eat you, motherfucker!
Because actually make a good point, Leroy. Because Aaron said one of the most greatest things, and Rick kind of hated, but actually thinks about it, like what the world needs, or pretty much how to make a good camp, is people. And you think about it, like, why would you say people? And to understand, like, people must connect. They must have that social boundary that actually connect with one another. They must have communications, talking. They must have that community type sense. That's how a civilization survives. Panic and chaos, that's how it dies really fast. If you guys didn't know that, it's not the walkers that's the big issue. It's pretty much people's fear, chaos, the whole kit caboodle.
Seriously, that's what it is. It's
good point.
This world, I'm gonna consider this as white on white crime.
Okay, so 24 weeks later was black on black crime because you saw so many runners do all black.
The black people ain't really in this episode because it seems to be every black one that starts to get some sort of a story or anything, they decide to kill the fucker off. So it's
We gotta look that up. I was going to bring
Let's
that
start
up.
knocking on wood right now. It's like the characters we got right. Well, actually, no, fuck that. Father Gabriel. Yeah, I'd be okay.
Who cares about him?
He could go
That's
because
my
he's
point.
just so...
Father Gabriel's a Latino at best.
I was gonna say,
Okay, we got Moses and we got Morgan and Michonne.
Paul
and
Eugene and Father Gabriel in the group that they're in right now is absolutely fucking useless. In a community, they'd be actually pretty helpful. Eugene could fucking set up crop cycles. Eugene could actually do a lot of things that use a brain.
He could make stuff and things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Father
He
Gabriel
knows
can
some
be, a religious leader.
Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good point. It's like I didn't consider that. It's like as a survivor out there in the wilderness, Father Gabriel very useless. But yeah, in Alexandria, yeah, okay, yeah, he's
And so Father Gabriel is good to what? Have church service?
Yeah, that's what people need.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like I should tell the viewers too, like
If you're
the prison and Alexandria are both different. No, in fact, they had their same purposes, but Alexandria was more built properly and it's more reinforced. Unlike the prison, yes, it has some good boundaries here and there, but it was not built to last forever. Alexandria was built to last forever due to communications and people within it. Yes, Rick had it. Alexandria had more space.
Isaiah.
All right, wait. It just to Isaiah saying that like the walls that are surrounding Alexandria from the photos that we saw, yes, that stuff is fortified. But the second that they were talking about bringing in Rick and his group into Alexandria, I knew something was gonna fuck it up. I knew it because things remain the same as long as nothing changes. As long as they're
But that's true. Remain the same as long as nothing changes.
Wow.
Yes.
I realized what I said, DeAno.
That's kind of the prerequisite for things staying the same.
Well, no, I'm saying that.
Literally what it means.
How do I say this?
Alexandria is
How
built
do I
to-
say this? Shut up. Everybody shut up. Shush, shush, shush,
Go ahead, Charles.
shush.
Go ahead.
All right. It's just the way things were before Rick and his group would show up in Alexandria, everything was nice, everything was working, everything was fine. But think of it as like Alexandria working like a machine. You take care of it, but yet you don't do anything new to it. Everything should be fine. Think of Rick's group as a wrench that is being thrown into the machine, and it fucks everything up.
Yeah, essentially, it's like, I mean, yeah, the
Yeah.
fact that our attention is
But
focused
there's a
on now,
reason-
it's like shit's definitely going to go down.
But that's
Oh
a
no!
good thing.
We may end up staying in Alexandria probably throughout the rest of the season and probably during most of next season.
Agreed.
But eventually it's gonna end, and I have a feeling it's gonna be Rick and his group's fault.
Oh man,
it's conceivable. It's like Isaiah. It's like I know what you're thinking. You can't say it because you know how this plays out.
I know. I just know so
I'm
bad.
not
It's
that far
fun.
in the comic books. I'm probably not even going to get that far because I haven't bought any comic books in like a couple.
That's the pain behind the show itself. I mean, you know so much about the comics and the show itself. I know they're not the same, but they're putting up so much.
Yes, we know how much you're suffering trying to keep all the
not just me,
spoilers
but
in your
everyone, like,
head.
we know the whole shebang. We know how it's going to play out, and we just
Yeah.
can't tell you. It's driving us insane. It's like, God damn it! Oh,
Exactly. It's like, and while we're talking about that, we're going to go ahead and kick it into wild speculation time. Isaiah, obviously, you and Todd are kind of out of the. If y'all can think of a speculation that y'all don't already know that's happening.
I can. I have speculations that are not spoilers because it can go any way. So I don't really include the comics as canon.
All right, that is like, except for, of course, Negan. Is like Negan is open territory. We've mentioned him plenty of times on the show.
Yeah.
Good, because that's my exact speculation. I have a whole plan.
All right, go for it.
Oh, okay. All right. So we are going to have House of Cards for the next 6 weeks. I believe Negan's going to come in the last episode. I believe Alexandria will be everything it was promised. Though I do wonder what this audition was going to be. Or was the audition him following them? I wasn't clear of that. Do you guys know?
Well, I kind of figured there'd be a dance competition, maybe some
On Friday.
but no,
Pinochle. It's always Pinochle.
no, but his requirement.
Karaoke.
Yeah.
It's Zombie Apocalypse Survivors Got Talent.
No, but it's like this though. Aaron said this too. He was saying like, how is Rick's team work? And he thought they worked really well. And Rick was a good leader. So that's what he brought. That's why he brought them in because he.
All right.
more.
So if that was the audition, maybe there will be one. Who knows? But I will speculate. We're gonna see.
A dance troupe.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see Friday Night Dance.
We're gonna see a dance troupe.
Yes. And it's gonna be a little dull, but there's gonna be a minor shade of darkness. But then at the end, we're gonna get Negan. We're gonna get Negan end of this season, and Alexandria won't be around for too long.
Okay.
Or no, well, now I can't say anymore, but I will say I speculate Negan will come end of season, and yes.
Yes.
That's kind of where I'm coming from as well. It's like I think we'll see Negan either penultimate episode or season finale.
Yeah, but but that's how his character was. And this is my speculation too. We're not going to see Negan himself in full, like the person himself. We're going to see his work in shadows, like his man be talking about like, oh, you want to fuck with us?
But you think we'll see the Saviors and not Negan at first?
Yes. Matter of fact, yes. Yeah, we might see the Saviors first because that's how it all started out. Because Negan himself, he wasn't really fully involved until Rick killed one of the Saviors, and that pissed off Negan so bad that he had to go find Rick. And so, again, Negan, he's not stupid by any means, folks. He is just the worst of the worst. He's the prime evil. And I think we're going to see actions like from Alexandria, like, oh, you want to fuck with the Saviors? No, because they made a pact deal. I don't know that. I really don't know that. But, again, the Saviors are pretty much the crutch, or pretty much the evil crutch of the bully of the Alexandria. And Rick fucking up things for Alexandria is actually going to help them even more.
Can I say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but about Saviors, I know we've said the word. We've never quite got into it, and I feel we're going a bit spoilery.
Okay. All right.
Even
fair enough. We'll pull it back a little bit.
Ignoring the whole thing of what they're talking about, what about the wolves at Noah's camp, the one that was ravaged?
It could be the same.
That's what
I think those are the saviors.
Yeah, I think they are too.
Yeah. So
Because
pretty much
they're also known by many names.
So that pretty much confirms that the Saviors are not going to be in the show the same way they were in the comics. They probably won't even be called Saviors. They're just going to be called the Wolves.
I forgot about those wolves. And that's me.
Well, here's the thing, though, because they have to say savior because that's actually a joke. That's actually the biggest joke about the whole group itself. Like, yeah, you're not the saviors. You're actually monsters. Like, we know that, but we keep you safe. It's like a bargain, like a mafia. So the word savior itself doesn't mean actually what it means. It's actually a joke in front of everyone else. Like, yeah, right, ain't no saviors.
So now we have a zombie mafia?
God.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
so you mean to tell me
around in those
Negan is the godfather of this whole mafia?
A Tommy gun.
Because he knows what he's doing.
Zombie
That's my
out.
speculation. There will be an actual zombie mafia, like walkers and cities with Tommy guns and shit.
Snow. I hope it snows now. I hope it snows in Atlanta. Like, come on.
So-
Can it snow in Atlanta?
So here you go, Isaiah, just for you. It's Megan Corleone.
No, baby. No, it's just like that, folks. It's just like that.
Corleone. I like that.
All right. I got something.
Wait, Charles, real quick before you do that, anybody who's read the books will understand. It's funny you said Negan Corleone because his sidekick will be Scarface. That's all I'm saying.
I know who that is too. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay, Charles. Go ahead with your speculation. I know you forget it if we let it go on too long.
Oh, look, it's gone.
Moving on.
No, seriously, it's not really a speculation per se, but it's something that I would want to see at some point in the future. Probably not this season, but maybe next season. Well, actually, no. Next season, like I said, it's going to probably take. Anywho, at some point in the future, I would like to see them actually be in the zombie apocalypse in the middle of winter. I mean, the only time we've ever seen we've never seen winter itself. We've only seen them talk about how tough it was. We've never actually seen it happen, and that would actually be awesome for any sense of. I just think it would be awesome to see winter, to see them walking in the woods, struggling to keep warm. I would like to be able to see that. Todd, whatever the hell you're saying in text chat, during the whole winter.
I didn't want to interrupt you again.
But it's true though.
During
I
the
was
never
gonna
gonna
say, I
happen.
think it would be awesome.
I'm not done.
It would be
I'm not
awesome.
done.
All
I'm not gonna,
zombies
it's just
It would be fucking hilarious to see walkers.
Because
trying
they'll
to walk
fucking be
through snow.
frozen.
during the
It's like
winter.
no. It's just trying to walk through snow. It's like, I mean, humans have enough difficulty walking through snow. Walkers doing that would be comedy. That's
No, they didn't pop locking it.
that is a viral YouTube video waiting to happen.
Yeah, just like what we did with Fun Times at Terminus. Remember, Todd?
Hey, you know what though? Yeah. But I gotta say, there is a chance to your wish because in Alexandria, perfect setting to bring in snow because they're not really focusing on that element of the world.
Well, I would just like to see them, maybe not like during the winter, they're struggling in the winter, but not struggling with any of the zombies. They're like walking around, they see the zombies stuck in the snow, and they probably just look at it, maybe smirk, and then they'd go about their way, and they would just, I think it should be about the struggle of trying to survive in the winter with minimal supplies.
Well,
I actually am going to disagree that that's how it would go down. The reason being is because zombies do not have pumping blood anymore. They do not. Their bodies are not generating heat anymore, which means zombies would basically be zombie sickles.
yeah, they'd pretty much be broken in half because they're not that. Again, they're not that smart.
Oh, so what you're saying is they'd be completely frozen.
Yes.
In a way, kinda.
Well, look, I mean, if we're
you
going
know
on a
what?
full technical
Hold that
basis,
thought. I'm gonna go get my bat.
it's like
Yes, exactly.
Because when winter comes,
the walkers
the
honestly should have
take a break,
decomposed
though.
long
Walkers take a
ago.
break.
And
They do take a break because they got some real.
I just think it'd be cool to see something like that.
no, I agree. I think that would be kind of cool.
It won't be expensive for that. Sad to say.
All right, anyone else got any speculations?
So we have Scarface,
Yeah.
Negan Corleone.
Megan Corleone.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who are we missing? Mr.
We
Arnold
got-
Schwarzenegger saying, "Get to the chopper."
Duke Nukem will die this season.
Goodfellas.
That's a speculation. Duke Nukem, Abraham will be dead this season.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
you
Come on,
can't
let's
use Duke Nukem.
Not this season. Not so soon.
I'm gonna be very pissed about it, but I feel it's gonna happen.
Yo, we're gonna see a
You know what?
tiger, son. We're gonna see a tiger. A tiger.
I'm tired of them only having one ginger on the show, and if they're gonna kill off that ginger, that's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Don't worry, there will be another ginger directly after that ginger.
Oh, God.
okay.
Well, yeah, because you have to always maintain the balance. So
Oh,
if there becomes a new ginger that gets introduced, then we know Duke Nukem is fucked.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
Oh my God, I can't tell you. Oh God, it's so
Within 3
painful.
weeks, he's fucked.
Hey, you know they've got pretty much every culture with them walking. They've got Latino with Rosita.
Yeah, okay.
Now we have Glenn. He is of some Asian descent.
I didn't
Korean.
notice that, did you?
Three.
So they've got all 4 nationalities with them. They're good.
All four. nationalities.
All 4, because there's only 4. Oh, jeez.
Okay, a black man cannot survive and break through. They will die so easily. It's not funny. It
There
is
always
true.
has to be a one black person. Always at
Hey,
least
there's
one
no
black person.
They will keep
There's
one
not
black
been one
person for the show's
since-
continuity of having an African American or woman on the show.
I'm calling it right
There's
now.
no cool black person on there. I can't tell you his name.
Noah is gonna live. Sasha's gonna die.
Oh, they could get rid of Noah. Oh, no one
Okay,
likes Chris.
No, they better fucking keep Noah. They got rid of Tyrese because of Noah. Noah
Age
better
Chris,
stay
maybe
for a
him.
long time.
Yeah, but like
Did they
he
get
was
rid of
a
Tyrese
black-
because of Noah, or did they get rid of Beth because of Noah?
Yeah, that was stupid.
No.
But I have one
They
speculation.
got rid of Beth because they got tired of her singing.
What?
Right,
Whatever.
wait, 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 wait.
They got rid of
There's one more
Tyrese
speculation we call it tonight.
conspiracy. It is true. Make a graph.
Wait a second. Isaiah is like, you had a wild speculation. Go for it.
Yes. Okay. We will see another black person, and he will say longer. I can't tell you his name because that's a big spoiler as well. But he is a cool character. He's super cool. So I can't wait to see him.
Oh
But that
wait,
don't
is it,
mean
is
he's
it the
coming
guy
back.
with
I know
the
who you're
dreadlocks?
I can't tell.
But how do you know he's coming
Talking
to the
about
show?
DeAno, right?
Hey, he's not even
That's what I figured. That's what I was thinking.
That's all. Super Trooper, and that's Super Trooper. I saw him in like
I do have a machete.
VR Trooper.
yeah, VR Trooper. Yeah, he's in VR Trooper, son. Thank you, thank you, Tom. He was in that like the black guy.
I saw the opening credits, but that he was not in that shit.
Yes, he was. He was the only black guy with glasses. He was like, I was here for the paycheck. Leave me alone.
You do understand that all black people don't look alike, right, Isaiah? I mean, that.
I know, but it was
No. Isaiah was in the 1990s music video of Aaron Hall's "I Miss You." Look it up.
No, I was in that. I was in the show. I was in a movie called Missing Isaiah. That's a real title, folks. Look it up.
Yes, we know it's a real title, but you
God.
weren't in
I
that movie.
thought you were the Massa in The Last Dragon. Wasn't that you?
No, no. No, I was on crack.
Oh, enough. Yeah. That's you, Isaiah, right?
No, I was a crack child, Missing Isaiah.
Isaiah is more Leroy.
There you go, Bruce Leroy. Thank you so much. See, I got the glow, man.
But you don't save nothing at the end of the movie.
Okay. What is happening?
Bruce Leroy.
He was on that show, too. He
We
was on that
are
show,
the
too.
last dragons. That's what's happening.
What's happening, Charles? The
Deal with
last
it,
segment of the
Charles.
show is make fun of Isaiah time.
Yeah, but so easy. No, come
Remember
on.
what's
I'm looking
happening
absorb it.
with
Come on.
Black
Give
TV
me
shows.
that Isaiah logic. Come on.
What
I
logic?
think DeAno's about to walk away from the hangout. Like, literally just drop his headset and walk away.
Because it's hard to make fun of me. Because I love it. Come on. Feed Isaiah logic. Yes.
Okay, because I officially have no idea what's going on at this point. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up this show.
I wouldn't do it, DeAno. I wouldn't do it. Isaiah's going to send the Cenobites after you. They're going to
Yep.
come behind you. Your walls will open up. Hooks are going to drag you in.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Some
He's
chains.
gonna make it. Say hello to my little friend.
Okay, y'all. So it's like we got 5 episodes of The Walking Dead before we're gonna hit the finale. And Geeks It Around, of course, will be there with you every step of the way here at youtube.com/geeksitaround. If you have anything for us, you can always email us geeksitaround@gmail.com. And as always, we invite and implore you to join the Geeks It Around community. You'll find the link for that down in the description for this video, right underneath that like button. Until next week, my name is DeAno Jackson. This has been the Geeks It Around discussion for The Walking Dead, and we will see you then.